Hello everyone, my name is Cassandra. I am a college student. Since becoming a certified public accountant was my dream, I am taking accounting course. I sometimes regret enrolling in this course because it was so challenging to understand. There have been instances where I've been the only one who doesn't understand the lesson. Being the last one to fully understand makes me feel like the most stupid person in our class. But thankfully, Matthew, who sits next to me, is always willing to assist me with my lessons. He's always there to explain things to me when I don't understand something. However, he can become cranky if I still don't understand him. But he never insults me. Matthew is the smartest student in our class. He is known for being smart and for being an attractive nerd. Many of the girls in our class has a crush on him. Even Sarah, my best friend, has a thing for him. I admit I like him too, but only as a friend. I already have a lover. His name is Norman Quinn. I first met him when we were still in high school. He was a famous basketball player, and I was just his fan. He was incredibly popular, and the fact that I was able to date him is a miracle. I was the one who made the first move. I added him on Facebook, and he accepted my friend request. I was so happy when he chatted with me. After several months of chatting, he finally confessed to me. And that was the time we started dating. Sarah said that having a boyfriend like Norman makes her envious. The fact that Sarah is single makes me sad. I frequently encourage her to date Matthew. However, Matthew said he wasn't interested. I would encourage her and reassure her that she will eventually find her special someone. But she claimed to have standards. I asked about the kind of man she was looking for. She said, "I like popular boys. I want him to be an excellent athlete. I want a popular guy so that girls will be envious of us." I was speechless. Is it just me? Or did she just describe Norman? I didn't make a big deal out of it, and simply told her that she will meet him in the future. I focus on my education. However, I always make time to get out with Norman, because as a student of accounting, I maintain everything balanced. I follow a rigid time management plan. However, there were instances when Norman made me stay with him longer. He would frequently ask me if we might try something new. And he does not mean to go to a new location when he uses the word new. He refers to new activities. I would always feel uncomfortable about it and decline. We used to fight a lot because Norman often gets angry about it, simply because I refused.
If you love me, then why won't you let me? Just go home and leave me.
Each time we argue, I call Sarah, my best friend. She would comfort me no matter what, and I would tell her what had happened. Every time I needed her, she was there. We were like sisters. Whenever we bond, we make sure to take selfies to post it on our Facebook stories. But as we were about to take a selfie, I noticed something. Her phone has a teddy bear keychain, identical to the keychain that Norman gifted me. But I used it on my bag and not on my phone. Where did you get that keychain? I questioned. I observed she took a brief moment to consider her next word. She said, "My mom gave it to me." When I thought about it, I understood that I could purchase the keychain anywhere. I did not make it a big deal. After a few weeks, Sarah became preoccupied with her group study. We rarely leave together after school. However, I understand since our exam is starting next week. I occasionally wonder why she never asks me to join her for group study. But if she did, I would decline since I find it difficult to concentrate in crowded spaces. I like to study by myself in a quiet area. I notice Norman doesn't text me very much. I thought he was still mad about what happened. I apologized to him and begged him to forgive me. He said it was fine, but I could feel the coldness from his chats. I received a chat from Matthew asking if I needed his notes, and he said he was willing to share them with me. As a slow learner, I said yes, because I couldn't understand my notes. I opened my computer to receive Matthew's notes. But something caught my attention. I saw Norman's relationship status turn to single, and I received a text from him. I felt heartbroken after reading my boyfriend's chat. Or should I say, my ex-boyfriend. I asked him what was the reason. I was crying while I was typing. He told me he doesn't love me anymore. And he said he was tired of me. He said he was always bored with me. I cried so hard and my mom ran to me worried about what I was crying about. I told my mom everything. I told her I wanted to die, because I really loved Norman. My mom told me to not cry. She said Norman was not worth a tear. But I continued to cry all night. I was unable to do any studying. A week passed after Norman broke up with me. I tried to focus more on passing our exam. I told myself that crying all night won't let me pass. I will not let our breakup affect my grades. And thankfully, I did. I passed the exam. I sincerely thank God for helping me throughout the day. But Sarah ended up failing. I was confused. She had a group study. Then why did she fail? I was about to approach her, but I saw Norman waiting outside our room. I thought he was going to apologize and come back to me, but I was wrong. He claimed to be there for Sarah. I don't understand. It has only been a week. And now they're already dating? That's suspicious. I made an effort not to cry. I asked when they started dating. Sarah said she would go over everything in the chat. No, I want to hear it right now. Why wait when you can tell me now? She claimed she didn't want to stir up any controversy. She said she helped Norman whenever we had any arguments. She said she also helped Norman like how she helped me. I was not stupid enough to not understand what just happened. I felt so betrayed. My vision suddenly turned very dark, and all I thought about was hurting them. I pulled Sarah's hair because I was furious. Everybody was looking at us. I hit her and yelled at her. I was blocked by Norman. I slapped him and yelled at him simultaneously. I had trust in both of them, but they were also sneakily stabbing me in the back the entire time. Sarah ran away while crying. Norman went after her. As the other students watched, I felt stupid for standing there. Some of my classmates comfort me as they understand what was happening. For them, an explanation was not necessary. They were fully aware of what happened. After several months, I finally moved on. Sarah dropped out of school after finding out she was pregnant. Norman is still around the school. Knowing that he refused to accept responsibility makes me feel disgusted. My mother was right. He was not worth it. I was devastated when I first failed the bar exam. But thankfully, Matthew volunteered to be my tutor. I am aware that it was challenging for Matthew. I can see it on his face. Yet he never gave up on me. Results came, and at last, I finally passed the bar exam. I am super thankful for Matthew's help. I couldn't have done it without him. Many years passed. Matthew and I started dating. He treats me well and respects me. He was definitely an opposite to my ex. My mother liked him after I introduced him. I confessed to him and told him that I liked him ever since we were in college, but I had loved my ex more. He chuckled and admitted he had feelings for me as well. However, he didn't wish to end my previous relationship with Norman. We both laughed. He proposed to me. He said he wanted to live out the rest of his days with me. And I said yes. And we were both happy.